Goodwill brings to you the weekly share market update dated the 15th of June, 2024. Talking about the corporate segment, we have shares of Godawari Power and IPAT climbed nearly 12% to scale a record high of 1,088.65 rupees on June 10 after the company announced plans to consider a share buyback at its upcoming board meeting on June 15. If approved, this will turn out to be the company's second share buyback in a time span of merely 2 years. In the previous buyback that it carried out, Godawari Power and IPAT had bought shares worth up to 250 rupees crore through the tender offer route. In a share buyback, the company purchases its own shares from shareholders. It's considered a tax-efficient method to give cash back to investors. By buying back shares, the company decreases the number of shares in the market, which can increase the stock's value. Shares of WorldWizard Innovations and Mobility Limited surged 20% to hit the upper circuit after the company's recent announcement about securing a substantial order worth $1.29 billion, 10,768 rupees crore, from Beulah International Development Corporation, a Philippines-based firm. WorldWizard Innovations is an electric vehicle manufacturing company with a market capitalization of 1,360 rupees crore. The EV maker is listed on BSE. As part of the recent deal, WorldWizard will supply electric two-wheelers and three-wheelers in both commercial and passenger segments. Additionally, the company will also develop four-wheeler commercial vehicles for the Philippine market. Beulah International Development Corporation is a leading full-service business integrator specializing in sustainability and renewable energy. This partnership supports the Philippine government's public utility vehicle modernization program, led by the Department of Transportation. Shares of transformers and rectifiers, India, were firmly locked in the upper circuit of 5% on June 11 as the firm launched a qualified institutional placement. The firm set a floor price of 699.95 rupees apiece for the issue, which comes at a discount of 4.5% to the closing price on June 10. While the company has not revealed the total sum to be raised, sources told CNBC TV 18 that the firm will likely raise 500 rupees crore through the QIP. According to the sources, the share sale might see 5.2% equity diluted, which indicates the price of the issue might be around 665 rupees, coming in at a 9.38% discount. The firm will use the proceeds to fund its capex plans, repay its borrowings, and for working capital, inorganic growth and the general corporate purposes. Following the QIP, the selling shareholder will have a lock-in period of 60 days before they can offload more shares. Shares of PNC Infratech tumbled more than 8% on June 11 after Central Bureau of Investigation conducted search operations at residence of Managing Director Yogesh Kumar Jain, whole-time Director Talluri Raghupati RAO and its Agra office in connection with 10 rupees lakh bribery case. While MD YK Jain and whole-time Director TRRAO were not arrested during the CBI search operations, for employees of the company, Satyendra Anguluri, Brijesh Mishra, Anil Jain, and Shubham Jain were arrested, said the company in an exchange filing. However, summons have been served to YK Jain to appear before the CBI office, New Delhi. According to reports, the CBI apprehended 2 National Highways Authority of India officials accepting a bribe of 10 rupees lakh from PNC employees in Madhya Pradesh in exchange for final approval, a no-objection certificate, and the processing of the final bill for NHAI's Jhansi-Khajuraho project. Shares of Camlin Fine Sciences surged 5% on June 12 after its Mexico-based wholly-owned subsidiary Drazen Chemica acquired complete stake in Belgium-based Vitafor Invest NV for just €1. With today's rise, the stock of this food-grade antioxidants maker has surged over 21% in a week. However, it has tumbled 18% so far this year, as against 7% rise in benchmark NIFTY 50 index. The share purchase agreement involved 100% takeover of Vitafor Invest subsidiaries, which include Adatech, Vitafor NV, Vitafor China, Europe Bioengineering, and a 45% stake in Vial-Sal. Vitafor manufactures and trades in products catering to the animal feed industry. Vitafor offers a complete range of feed ingredients, nutritional products, hygiene products, and disinfectants, allowing customers to buy all they need in one place. Shares of Shipping Corp of India soared 5% on June 12 as hopes of the company heading closer to divestment lifted investor sentiment. Money Control reported, citing a senior government official, that the strategic sale of Shipping Corp is likely to finally take off with no further delays, as it has received approval on stamp duty waiver from Maharashtra. The stamp duty waiver, which sat at around 300 rupees crore, would have turned into a major roadblock in SCI's divestment had it not been granted. The official added further that the divestment also got delayed due to the general elections, which are also over now. The non-core assets of SCI, which come under the Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, were demerged from the company and listed on the exchanges separately as Shipping Corporation of India Land and Assets in March this year. Shares of Gensol Engineering were locked at 5% upper circuit on June 13 after the company emerged as a successful bidder for the 250 MW per 500 MWh standalone battery energy storage systems project worth 1,340 rupees from Gujarat Urja Vikas Nigam Limited. This project would supply electricity on an on-demand basis to Gujarat state's DISCOMs during peak and off-peak hours, thereby extending renewable energy availability beyond solar hours, fulfilling energy storage purchase obligations, and enhancing grid resilience, the company said in a regulatory filing. According to the Gensol Engineering, the project will deliver 250 MW per 500 MWh of energy for 2 charge-discharge cycles per day. There is a green shoe option of awarding a second tranche of 250 MW per 500 MWh at the discretion of GUVNL under the same terms and conditions. In the event of the exercise of the green shoe option, the project could reach 500 MW per 1,000 MWh, potentially generating a total revenue of Rs 2,680 rupees crore over the 12-year battery energy storage purchase agreement tenure. Shares of Prestige Estates projects surged over 6% to an all-time high of 1,997 rupees per share on June 14 after global brokerage firm CLSA reiterated its buyer rating and raised the target price to 2,320 rupees, suggesting a potential upside of over 16% from current levels. Just days ago, CNBC TV18 had reported, quoting unnamed sources, that the real estate player has appointed bankers for the IPO of its hospitality business. Prestige is reported to be looking to raise 2,000 to 3,000 rupee crore through the public issue, though Money Control is yet to verify the news development independently. However, the market sentiment appears to have been supported by this possibility. CLSA pointed out that Prestige Estates valuations remain discounted compared to peers and expects a continued re-rating, noting that debt concerns were overblown. Operational cash flow will significantly support its capex and project pipeline growth, the firm stated. Ratan India Power Limited has moved up by 114.74% this week, with a change of 10.4 points. It has traded with a net volume of 166.601 million shares. The share is currently trading at the price level of 18.79 against the previous closing price of 8.75. Meanwhile, the share price is trading above its moving average 14.92, which is a good indication for the stock. The stock has made the highest move to 18.80 points this week. While shares are trading with a relative strength index of around 77.75. PTC Industries Limited has moved up by 99.25% this week, with a change of 7,337.20 points. It has traded with a net volume of 159.462,000 shares. The share is currently trading at the price level of 14,729.6 against the previous closing price of 7,392.4. Meanwhile, the share price is trading above its moving average 9,702.47, which is a good indication for the stock. The stock has made the highest move to 14,930.95 points this week. While shares are trading with a relative strength index of around 88.03. Cochin Shipyard Limited has moved up by 92.36% this week, with a change of 1,019 points. It has traded with a net volume of 22.256 million shares. The share is currently trading at the price level of 2,122.35 against the previous closing price of 1,103.35. Meanwhile, the share price is trading above its moving average 1,667.10, which is a good indication for the stock. The stock has made the highest move to 2,175 points this week. while shares are trading with a relative strength index of around 87.52. Nifty is currently in positive trend. If you are holding long positions, then continue to hold with daily closing stop loss of 23,062. Fresh short position can be initiated if Nifty closes below 23,062 levels. Nifty support levels are 23,370, 23,274, and 23,214. Nifty resistance levels are 23,526, 23,586, and 23,682. Bank Nifty is currently in positive trend. If you are holding long positions, then continue to hold with daily closing stop loss of 49,001. Fresh short position can be initiated if Bank Nifty closes below 49,001 levels. Bank Nifty support levels are 49,763, 49,523, and 49,353. Bank Nifty resistance levels are 50,172, 50,342, and 50,581.
You can reach us via phone, WhatsApp, or email using the information listed on the screen. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more financial insights. And, as always, if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future videos, leave them in the comments section below. Until next time, happy investing.